Welcome everyone to this talk with Talk 20. We are going to talk about um, the tensions in the Middle East and how it will impact small businesses and medium scale businesses in Sri Lanka. So, Levanjit, your thoughts on this?
Sanka, one of the main issues is we have this oil situation. We do get oil from Iran and also the Middle East.
Yes.
If by any chance Iran attacks the oil refineries in the US, then of course the prices of the oil barrels will definitely go up at least by 20%. And as you know, Sanka, it has already gone up by 5% as of yesterday. So
Right.
this could definitely um, halt a lot of businesses and also cause a lot of problems in terms of pricing and things like that.
Yes.
Also, the Hormuz Strait canal, sorry, channel,
Channel.
is
Yes.
also a main channel that's been used for oil transportation. At
That's
least
right.
20% of the globe's oil transportation is used between that channel.
Right, because all of UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, all of that is inside the Arabian Gulf.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
and Iraq, obviously, and part of Saudi Arabia is exposed only to that shore. And
Exactly.
obviously, that channel, which is the mouth of the Arabian Gulf, is a key place. And I think I heard that the American Navy has put a couple of aircraft carriers, and that was the staging area for this attack that they had. But I think as small or medium scale business owners, we have to, I suppose, start thinking about what is important right now. Okay, there's going to be an energy crisis. There's going to be probably some kind of inflation spike, right?
Definitely, definitely.
So in that scenario, how do I protect my business at this stage? Is- So we talked to a few experts on this topic and gathered some information and some advice that we are going to share with you today.
Yes. So just to touch on what you said, Sanka, I mean, there are some businesses in the country that are dependent on imports. So when you take those businesses, now that the Red Sea is also affected, we also know that the Red Sea channel is also a channel that is used for global imports. So when that is blocked, ships are destined to take different routes, and that is obviously going to add surcharges onto the prices. So when that happens, local businesses in the country will have to increase their markups and their prices to basically stay afloat. So that is definitely going to impact us as well.
Yeah, I think a few things that we really need to think about with how we react to this as business owners. Uh, One of the key things from my discussions with my friends on this topic has been you have to protect your cash flow, and cash flow is king right now. So tighten your receivables, delay non-essential capex, things like that, to make sure that you are not spending the cash that you have at hand, because it could come a time where your suppliers prices will also rise because of the tensions and various reasons that come out of this. So it's important to have your cash reserves at this point.
Yes, definitely. Because I mean, things, as you said, could go wrong, and we're not in a position to predict where things will go, especially given the fact that they had discussions, US and Iran, as far back as Thursday, and today,
As close as Thursday,
sorry, as
yes.
close as Thursday, and today is Sunday, and just within a couple of days,
Yeah,
things just escalated. So we don't really know what would happen within the next couple of days.
yes.
So it's a
Def-
give or take.
the defense experts' opinion on this that I've heard up to now is that there has been a initial strike from US and Israel,
Correct.
and Iran has struck back at the bases in the Middle Eastern area. So right now, yes, the flights are grounded and things like that. But how this will move forward, whether the escalations will continue, we have no idea. And in addition to that, the spiritual leader in Iran has been killed. So whether this war, or rather this tension, will escalate to full scale war is still a question. Um, but it's better for us as small business owners and uh, entrepreneurs to be prepared for what comes along with something like this.
Yeah, that is true. And also, Sanka, don't you think now Iran, basically, it has come to our attention that Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons, but then at the end of the day, they are being targeted. So, countries like North Korea that have nuclear weapons aren't being targeted. Now, getting back to Iran, they do have radicals and extremists in the country. So, do you feel that at some point extremists and radicals of other nations would adopt to a strategy where they would basically try to create nuclear weapons or build nuclear weapons in order to safeguard themselves more?
So I think that's really a political question, Levansit. But see, in reality, whether Iran has nuclear weapons or not uh, is a moot point, because there's some sort of tension or reasons beyond that that they are attacking these guys, right? So that's a political question. Without going too much into it, in reality, the now, for example, they have huge tensions with Russia,
Correct.
but they are not attacking Russia,
Yes.
right? They have huge tensions with China. They are not attacking China. That's because they already have nuclear weapons, and
Correct.
that would lead to a
Uh,
nuclear exchange,
exactly.
and that is what they want to avoid. So the statement that Iraq or Iran has nuclear weapons is somewhat similar to the whole weapons of mass destruction that they had about Iraq back in the day during Dick Cheney's time, you know. But ultimately, it turned out to be not true. Whatever the political reasons behind it, Levanjit, I think as business owners, we need to think about what we do now, right? So one of the other things that we can start slowly doing is, instead of waiting for things to really become difficult, start increasing your price points slightly in marginal increments, so that it's not a shock to the customer,
Correct.
and develop your relationships with your existing customers who are reliable. See who can pay you early so that your cash flow remains, and have better credit terms with those customers who are reliable and whom you know are going to be with you through this difficult period, and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's easier to retain customers than acquire new customers. You don't have to put in too much effort.
Exactly, or
And
invest too much,
correct.
and which is not money that you have right now.
And also, we need to try and avoid panic buying or panic sales. Things like that won't help either.
Yeah, there is a lot of, like, even on my way here today,
Yeah.
I saw quite a few petrol queues.
Correct. Yes.
I think
I think
that's not a great idea. Yes, there is potential for some problem, but if everybody's going to go home with a full tank tonight,
then there won't be anything for
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. So I think
Exactly.
the CPC had said that we have reserves for a
A
month,
month.
but
Correct.
that's a month of usual reserves, right?
Exactly.
I mean, a person who's going and pumping like 2,000 rupees of petrol to their three wheeler today might, or anyway, three wheelers is a different equation. They need a full tank to run the whole day.
Correct. Because their business anyway
Yeah,
depends on that.
but that's not where the problem is.
Yes.
It's the, like,
The
private vehicle
consumption. Exactly.
owners who usually pump about 5,000, 6,000 rupees to, like, make it like a half tank or a quarter tank and run the week or wherever, and then keep topping that up. When all of those people go and pump a full
Then
tank,
there won't be
right, a
fuel.
20,000 rupee full tank, which is within the reach of most people with a vehicle, right? So they're going to do that now, and that's definitely going to eat into that month's supply will be gone in a couple of days if
Yeah.
everybody goes and does that.
Yeah, if you actually really think about it, it actually makes no sense, because if you do top up, and
Yes.
in the worst case scenario where we don't get another shipment within a month, after about a week, they're eventually going to run out of petrol. So there's no,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it really doesn't make any difference. It's just a matter of having it now and
Yes.
later on going to
Yes.
suffer. So
Yes. And also, I think it's a good time to start using maybe a logistics service provider like all these little transport apps, right? Rather
correct.
than using your
Own
own
vehicle.
own
Yes.
vehicles and own reserves to do this. So while that might the demand for that might increase, that's also something that you can do.
Because if we get accustomed to it now, when things do get a bit sour and tough, we'll be ready for it, as
That's
opposed to,
right. That's right. Yes. I think, and also, if your business is dependent on foreign remittance earners, for example, if your customers are dependent on foreign remittance earners, that is again something that you will need to start looking at, where okay, your customers might be in for a bit of a tough time because the situation in the Middle East is up in the air at the moment.
yeah. And so whatever way you can save up or reduce on costs, basically utilize that to
Yeah,
keep and build a
cash flow,
buffer.
yeah,
Exactly.
and like build a buffer of 6 months of
Correct.
operational cash flow. Right? Is there anything else that you want to talk about today?
No, I think we've covered pretty much everything with regard to the tensions in the Middle East and its economic impact on Sri Lankan SMEs.
Yes, yes.
So I suppose we can bring you a different topic
Next
probably
time.
next time.
Yes. All
Thank you
right.
so much.
All right. Thank you, Levansi.
Thank you.